Hello, today is December the 1st, and we are your hosts for DHS Digital News. I'm Justin Albarran.
And I'm Magdalene Coy. Today is the 60th day of school, and we have 98 days remaining. Now let's see what's happening around campus.
Hello, I'm Riley Levitt, and I'm going to tell you about the approaching events. Today was the last day of the Jambalaya Hut fundraiser, and the deadline for FFA, HLSR, or entries to be put online and mailed. Tomorrow is the Tri-M Choir field trip to Moody Gardens and the SAT. If you're taking the SAT, make sure to be prepared and good luck. The meetings we have are the Chess Club, Tabletop Games Club, President's Club, the Cheer Booster Club, the SNHS, the NTHS, the FFA Officer Meeting, the HOSA Officer Meeting, the UIL Science, FCCLA Officer Meeting, Youth for Christ, TAFE Officer Meeting, and NAHS. Other things going on is the Dance Department Winter Showcase, the English 1 and 2, Algebra, U.S. History, and Biology EOC, the Christmas Choir Concert, the Engineering and Robotics Field Group as well. Don't forget, Drama is selling tickets to Frozen Jr., so don't miss out. That was Bronco Happenings. Thank you for watching.
Today's History of the Week is what happened on December the 1st, 1943. Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and Joseph Stalin decided to meet in Tehran, Iran, to discuss a strategic plan against Germany and Japan. This led to one of the most famous operations known in World War II, which was Operation Overlord, also known as D-Day. This discussion was held in Tehran from November the 28th through December the 1st and was named the Tehran Conference.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Walker, and welcome back to CTE Highlights. Today I'm interviewing Miss Holloway. Now, Miss Holloway, tell me a bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Miss Holloway. I am a teacher here at Dayton High School. I am the student council sponsor, the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy facilitator, and the President's Club, I guess sponsor, is what you would call it. I don't know. What else do you want to know?
Tell us a bit about, your classes, what CTE classes you teach.
Okay. I teach culinary arts, which my background is more in. I was a food and beverage director for a minor league baseball team, so I've got the culinary background there, and it's like your non-traditional job as far as like that culinary industry job. That's not being a chef. I've been a catering coordinator, which is also related to that. I've managed a restaurant, which is related to that. Like I said, those are all those jobs that aren't like your typical chef job. So my classes are geared towards not only cooking and learning about different food types of foods, how different things work together, we're working like with baked goods right now, so different batters and doughs, but more towards like my intro class is kind of about like the basics, what's what measuring tool, and then like what other jobs are there in the culinary industry. I'm also the fashion design teacher, so in that class we learn about fabrics and different textiles, different color schemes. We learn how to hand sew. We talk about like design. They sketch. We have free sketch every once in a while, so they get to like to sketch what they would design based off of whatever theme I give them. We're about to start making ugly Christmas sweaters, so that's exciting.
All right. And the last question is, what careers do, your CTE classes, give to your students?
Okay, so like I said, besides just being like a chef with that culinary background, you can be like a restaurant manager. You can, in that industry, there's also like food and beverage. I was a food and beverage director. There's catering. Even if you don't want to be like a chef, if you've been in a culinary class or taken any kind of cooking classes, you can have a side business. I have a side business where I sell things at the holidays. So that's food related without that being my job. As far as fashion design goes, there's not only a designer or a model, there's fashion photographers, there's fashion bloggers, there's pattern makers, there's the people who design, like fabrics and what, designs are going to be on the different textiles. There's the different science behind it where you could be producing, coming up with a new fabric that's not out there. So like a new texture, like your quick dry fabric, different polyesters, different blends and things like that. So there's a wide array of things that you can do with all of your CTE classes.
Thank you so much, Ms. Holloway. I'm Kaylee Walker, and this is CTE Highlights.
My name's Anaya, and my favorite teacher is Ms. Johnson because she helped me realize a lot of stuff, and she talks to me about a lot of things, and she just understands me. She's like the best teacher ever.
In world news, while most people are having a great Thanksgiving dinner, other people weren't. Last week, on November the 23rd, a man in London was trapped on the roof of a burning building until a crane operator came to save his life. Like a scene straight out of a movie. The crane operator did manage to save him in time. After the rescue, the men were examined at a hospital and thankfully only injured from smoke inhalation.
What kind of music are you into?
I'm into all kinds of music. I have a wide array of musical preference. It depends on my mood. I like gospel music. NF's one of my favorite artists. I love rap music. That's where my heart is. But yeah, that's my favorite music. I also like classical music. I really dig that. Classic rock with my parents, Beatles, 90s alternative, Pearl Jam, Nirvana. I'm on a little J. Cole kick right now.
J. Cole, W.
Kid Cudi. I like Kid Cudi. That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is your favorite movie and why?
My favorite movie is still Magnolias, and I'll tell you why. Being a Southern woman of a certain age, we like those kinds of movies. And it's a movie that talks about family, it talks about relationships with mothers and daughters, it talks about friends, it talks about a central community, and it talks about loss. So if you've never seen Still Magnolias, grab a good big old box of Kleenex, settle in, and enjoy the ride.
What do you feel the most passionate about?
I would say I feel most passionate about my family. They're really important to me.
Go ahead. Do you have any pets, and if so, where are they?
I have one golden doodle. She's a female golden doodle. She is about 6 years old now, and she is the biggest baby you've ever seen in your life.
What's the best thing you have read in the last 5 years?
Oh, goodness. We read several works that are great throughout the year here in English 4. I think my favorite one here is probably going to be Le Morte d'Arthur, so it's King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. It's a good, campy work.
Who is your hero?
My hero is a gentleman by the name of Tibor Rubin, who was a boy in a concentration camp. After being in a concentration camp, he came to the United States and became a member of the U.S. Army. Went to Korea, was nominated 4 times for the Medal of Honor, and was a prisoner in a prisoner of war camp. And even when they offered to send him back to Hungary, he denied that and stayed with the American troops that were in the POW camp. Phenomenal man. He waited 57 years to be awarded the Medal of Honor. Because he was Jewish, he had been passed over multiple times.
Today's quote of the week is, "If you do not try, you will never succeed. So try and try until you do," by Vivek Oberoi. Again, we are your hosts, Justin Albarran
And Magdalene Coy. Thank you for tuning in for DHS Digital News. For this week's World News segment,
start over.
I can't. I can't do this. I can't do. Oh my gosh, I can't. I don't know why a burning building. Like a scene straight from a movie. I went too fast. Building. Well, a crane until movie. The crane operator didn't. Rescue. The men were examined.